Hey man, what it is? This is Deem, and I am your host, and this is By Any Means. There go to PayPal at Deem by any means. There go to Cash App. Show your boys some love. I appreciate all y'all who be showing support, man. Y'all are amazing. You hear me? There go that dollar sign at the bottom of the video. If your heart tells you to do so, you could donate that way too, my guys and girls. Y'all say it with me, man. Y'all know what I'm about to say. I don't care if you leave $1, $10, $1,000. It is much, much, much appreciated. Lamont Roach proves Dean right again. Absolutely, he did. Hey, all y'all who said Gervonta Davis keep pulling up people for 130 and all of this stuff. Well, you want to know who disagrees with you vehemently about that? Lamont Roach. Lamont Roach had an interview. I'm not sure the platform it was on. That part don't even matter. Lamont Roach was talking about. They asked him, how are you going to feel at 135? Lamont Roach said, that's an advantage for me. All you Earthmen, Lamont Roach thinks him going to 135 to fight Tank is an advantage for him over Gervonta Davis. Why? Because he's bigger than Gervonta Davis. His words, not mine. His words, not Dean's. Lamont Roach says Gervonta Davis is a smaller guy and he's way smaller than me. And I rehydrate bigger than him. So I want to know, is it possible to pull up somebody and be called a weight bully when the guy you are pulling up has more fights at 135 than you do and is naturally bigger than you are? That's Lamont Roach words. Argue with Lamont Roach. Don't argue with me. I need all of you Earthmen to apologize to myself and to Gervonta Davis because y'all said Gervonta Davis was taking the coward way out, pulling somebody up from 130. Well, that only matters. Normally, you would think that the guy at the lower weight division is smaller than you. But like Dean been telling y'all, it's plenty of guys at 130 that are bigger than Gervonta Davis. Gervonta Davis is really a 130 pounder already fighting up at a higher weight class. Like y'all asking him to do at 140? Yes. Like y'all are asking Gervonta Davis to go to 140 and do, he's literally already doing what you're asking because Gervonta Davis literally probably should be at 130. Argue with Lamont Roach, not Dean. So if anybody you want to call a weight bully, you could put that tag on Lamont Roach more than you can Gervonta Davis. And I keep asking y'all, if Gervonta Davis is such a weight bully and this, that, and the third, can you name me anybody in a lightweight division that is bigger than Gervonta Davis? I mean, that is smaller than Gervonta Davis. I meant to say. Gervonta Davis is probably the smallest guy at 135. And showbiz, it's not that we don't think he can fight at 140 because he's too small. Our argument is he ain't got to do it when you tell him to do it. He ain't got to do it to prove nothing to you. He's already fighting at his third weight class and has four weight classes. And has one belts at 3 different weight classes and is a 5-time champion. All his other contemporaries, a lot of them cannot say that. And like I told y'all, they're not asking shakurstevenson, Lomachenko. People talking about Lomachenko smaller than Gervonta Davis. No, he's not. Lomachenko is 5'6", 5'7". How could he possibly be smaller than Gervonta Davis, you Earthmen? But you've never heard nobody tell Loma he got to go to 140 to be great. Lamont Roach agrees with me that he is bigger than Gervonta Davis, that Gervonta Davis is a naturally smaller guy, that Gervonta Davis could easily be fighting at 130. Lamont Roach thinks that. Y'all, Robinson Castasio and Shaky Foster is fighting tonight. Hey, y'all, can I ask y'all a question? Do y'all know 2 fighters that are bigger than Gervonta Davis? Oh, Shaky Foster. and Robinson Castacia. Well, both of those guys are bigger than Gervonta Davis. Those are two other guys at 130 that are bigger than Gervonta Davis. Absolutely. Go do your research. Go do your research. Shacky Foster, Robinson Castacial, that's fighting for a championship belt tonight, are both bigger than Gervonta Davis. Lamont Roach, their biggest peer, their biggest contemporary at that division, he's bigger than Gervonta Davis. So shouldn't Gervonta Davis get a lot of credit for being at 135 already when he's a smaller man? He's probably the smallest guy at 135. It's people like Shakur Stevenson and Abdullah Mason in that division that are clearly bigger than him. Emmanuel Navarrete is way bigger than Gervonta Davis. Denis Berinchyk, bigger than Gervonta Davis. Vasil Lomachenko, bigger than Gervonta Davis. Keyshawn Davis, bigger than Gervonta Davis. Raymond Maritala, bigger than Gervonta Davis. But somehow, y'all try to say that he's the weight bully. There's nothing wrong with Gervonta Davis fighting guys at 130. He could easily make that division. And guess what, y'all? If Gervonta Davis was at 130, he'd be one of the smaller guys at that division as well. You Earthmen, y'all can't, in manager Marty words, y'all can't up with me, bruh. I'm so glad that Lamont Roach came out and put that whole weight bully thing to bed. Actually, Lamont Roach said he'll be able to retain more power. He'll be bigger. He'll be faster. He'll be stronger. He feels better at 135. That's what Lamont Roach said. He said Gervonta Davis fighting him at 135 is more of an advantage for him. He said Gervonta Davis would have Gervonta Davis would have a way better chance if he fought him at 130. So all y'all that's saying that Gervonta Davis is pulling up these smaller guys, pulling up people from 130 to 135, and boxing hacker words, it's a fallacy. It's a fallacy. All you Earthmen, I told you I came on YouTube to expose every single narrative that y'all put out. And the difference is with Dean, I let people talk who like to talk because you get to see how full of ish they are. I didn't have to expose it. Lamont Roach did. So y'all gonna argue with Lamont Roach, a guy that knows that grew up with Gervonta Davis and knows Gervonta Davis personally. You know who else agrees with Lamont Roach? Keyshawn Davis. Keyshawn Davis called Gervonta Davis a midget. I need to know, when has a midget, somebody that you classify as a midget, ever the bigger guy? Ain't that funny? Everybody called Gervonta Davis a little guy, but then y'all try to say he's a weight bully at the same time and pulling guys up from 130 to 135 like you don't know why he's not fighting Vasil Lomachenko, Shakur Stevenson, Denis Berinchyk. And then say Lamont Roach is a trash fight. But then when I ask people, so where would Lamont Roach rank if he was at 135? Do y'all think? I think he could beat Denis Berinchyk. I think he could beat Raymond Maritala. I think he could beat Tevin Farmer. When I ask people, who do y'all think will win out of these matches? Oh, I'm not sure. Lamont Roach is good. He got a great chance at beating those guys. You mean like Emmanuel Navarrete? Yeah. I never seen a guy get called a bum that could possibly become undisputed at 130. I've never seen that a day in my life. Y'all understand Lamont Roach is probably the best at that division. The other two guys, or the main other guy that people think is his contemporary, he fighting tonight. Shacky Foster. I'm not even mad if you think Shacky Foster is better than Lamont Roach. To each his own. I don't think Shacky Foster is better than Lamont Roach. I think when they do fight, because that's a fight that Shacky Foster said that he wants next. That's Shacky Foster words. That's a fight that he said he wants next. We'll get to find out. But I'm pretty confident that Lamont Roach will beat him. And if he don't get knocked out devastatingly from Gervonta Davis, then he hopefully wanted to take a long layoff, even though I think Lamont Roach is going to get knocked out. But y'all be like, Dame, see, what odds do you give Lamont Roach? The same odds I give everybody else that fights Gervonta Davis, not that high. See, I believe Gervonta Davis is that much better than everybody he's against. His biggest peer is Shakurstevenson, but I still think he's a level above Shakur. That's Dame opinion. I think no matter, Shakurstevenson is an S-class fighter, and I still only give him a 30-40% chance to beat Gervonta Davis. I think Shakurstevenson gets stopped too, as well as everybody else y'all can name fighting Gervonta Davis. So, y'all already know what this is, though, right? Dame by any means. And I holla at y'all.